You're watching EAC News. Thanks for joining us. Formula One world champion Lewis Hamilton said on Monday that he planned to add his mother's maiden name, Larbelestier, to his.
Speaking at an expo in Dubai on Monday, March the 14th, ahead of this week's season opening race in Bahrain, the Briton has worked and changed and hoped to make his soon. The 37-year-old said he never understood why a woman loses her name. When she is married, and added the addition would help her family's name to get recognition as well. Hamilton's mother Carmen and father Anthony separated when he was 2. Carmen accompanied Mercedes driver to Windsor Castle in December, where he received his knighthood.
Honestly, I think it's impossible to know what the future holds and what it would feel like. But doing something that no one else has done, of course, it'll be mind-blowing. And I think I know it would mean so much to all of us that go through all these different emotions through the year. Those that are on the road with me, and whether you're at home or at the racetrack, you're there with me in the car, and I'm carrying you with me, and still I rise, right? Yeah. But it would mean the world to my family. It would mean for me knowing that, for example, I'm really proud of my family's name, Hamilton. I'm actually, none of you might know that my mum's name is Larbelestier, and I'm just about to put that in my name because I don't really fully understand the whole idea when people get married, then the woman loses her name. And my mum, I really want her name to continue on with the Hamilton names. I think for me, my whole life has been about winning. Since I've been racing 29 years. So I think having that mentality of always knowing that you can be better, but I think during this time, realizing that winning is not everything. And then sometimes when you lose, you actually win and grow. And my advice for people is just don't be afraid of failure, because you will always meet failure on the way to success. And I think for me personally, I've had all these years where I was having this success, but not really understanding why. I was the only person of color to get through to this role, and not only that, but be at the forefront of it. But having all this success there's surely a greater reason for it. But I think for me, I found my calling in the last year or so, really we launched the Hamilton Commission to try and understand what the barriers are for young minorities trying to get into the sport, because it is not diverse. It does not look like, Formula One does not look like this place right now, and Formula One has to, in the future, look like this, because I think for all companies, they're realizing today a more diverse workforce is better for success moving forwards. And I think our sport, I'm really leaning on all the leaders in our sport to do what's right and make sure that they invest in young youth, make sure they push down those barriers and create better pipelines. So hopefully in the next 5-10 years, you're going to see the sport looking a lot more like this place.
The driver will be chasing a record 8th championship this year after losing out in Red Bull's Max Verstappen in Abu Dhabi on the last lap and a controversial last race in 2021. He said on Monday that winning is not everything, and sometimes when you lose, you actually win and grow. And my advice for people is don't be afraid of failure. Hamilton said during testing in Bahrain last week that the Mercedes were behind Ferrari and Red Bull, and his car is on current form, lacked the pace of completing for wins.